It's Fox Rental, again, I'm Fox, and this may be like, I guess maybe a little too close together, but I recently just finished Final Fantasy 15, the story of it at least, and where I did my review, and people who played the game probably can guess where I was, because of me saying that, spoiler alerts, I could not fight a certain character who appears throughout the game, and in the end, when you finally find him, he's dead. Turns out you do fight him. Kind of. It still doesn't make up... Man, it looks like there's crud on him. It's like toothpaste or some crap. You do fight him, though it really doesn't make up for why he was barely anywhere in the game. But... finishing Final Fantasy 15, I'll say it's again, it's not... Again, there are some giant holes in it, and by holes, I don't really mean... I don't know, maybe there are some plot holes in it, but for me, myself, the biggest holes are, the DLC... The holes I'm talking about are the DLC, the DLC episodes that they're going to try to feed you later on. That's the only holes that I can really see right now. The game is extremely awesome. It took a turn that I didn't think... What the fudge is with time travel in video games? The last 3 games I've had, there's been time travel. What the fudge? I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. Not really, because I'm not really spoiling much, but basically, by the end of the game, I may give little spoilers, but by the end of the game, you feel like everything, you feel like you were on a great adventure, or like, it felt like you were on like a road trip with friends, especially towards the end where like, they do a montage of all the pictures you've taken over the game. It's really good, and like the ending is just freaking. The ending is pretty freaking awesome. I don't know if they're hinting at a second part, which I don't really know how they would do it. Then again, I think Lightning died in the ending of Final Fantasy 13 one, and then somehow came back from the future in part 2. So who the fudge knows? But this was really awesome. It was really cool, and a cool thing that I was looking at when I was playing the game. There are 13 past kings, but then like technically you can consider Noctis the 14th king, and then it turns out there's a 15th king. Spoiler alerts a little bit. And I'm like, oh crap, there's the 15, like Final Fantasy 15. That's actually pretty cool. And then like the gods are freaking awesome. The ending like fight scenes are pretty cool. And whenever you go Super Saiyan, basically whenever like you use all 13 weapons together, it's freaking epic. Especially since I had got by the end of the game I had gotten all of the royal arms. I had gotten all of them. I don't know if you need to get them all at the end of the game. I'm pretty sure you probably don't. But for me myself, I want like if I'm gonna beat this game, I want to get all 13 of them, and I got all 13 of them. So technically there's a 14th one, which is Noctis's blade, which you have to then make the engine blade into the Ultima blade, but that takes like a drop thing. You have to do mission like over and over again to get like a horn, and yeah, it's something I really didn't want to do towards the end. I'm like, that's going to take a bit too long, and I just want to do it. Then even so, like where you get the final royal arm, in like a level 50 dungeon or 60 dungeon or whatever, that sucker's freaking hard, but it's freaking good. I beat the boss like 10 levels. One thing I extremely love about this game is, like let's say you play another Final Fantasy game where it's turn-based. I don't know. Maybe other people can do it. But me, myself, whenever I play like a Final Fantasy game that's turn-based, if you fight a character who's way higher level than you are, and because it's turn-based, it's like, okay, he kills her one shot, kills him in one shot, kills him in one shot, and then kills you in one shot, or just kills you in one shot. And then it's like, well, you're dead, and you have to restart. This game, mind you, I'll say right in this game, I did not die once. I did not die once in this game, and I'm not saying that, oh, the game is so easy, or I'm so pro. No. The game... There is a strategy to this game, and if you know it, if you can figure it out, you can pretty much survive, which strategy for me at least was buy a crap ton of potions. Like I have 99 potions, 99 high potions, about like 20 something elixirs, because those things heal you quicker. it'll heal you with like your damage. You get like damage points, and like it heals you up real quick, and it'll keep like 20 Phoenix downs on you. Do that and like constantly heal your friends and everything, and keep leveling up. You'll be pretty much set. The game is all again. I don't know. I don't know. The game is awesome. It's extremely fun. It feels so much like you're on an adventure. And towards the end, like you feel like it is an adventure, and especially since you get to go back to the quote unquote past, to like do all their side quests or whatever things you missed, do things that like end game credits and stuff like that. Because you can do all that, it just feels so bad since kind of like if you go back to the present, what happens then? And like it's like you reliving back the memories of everything that you did beforehand to keep going on, and it's so good, especially. It's just toward the end, and I don't know. I don't know if it'd be kind of a spoiler, I guess. But out of like all the things that kind of make Noctis, because there's a lot of imagery towards Jesus. Like Noctis is basically Jesus. He basically is, and I'm not saying that in some stupid standpoint. No. I mean in the sense of, like they call him the King of Kings. There's spoiler. It's kind of a self-sacrifice thing, and also, but like there's one thing I'm like, okay, since they're going all out with Jesus, or like Noctis basically Jesus. That's fine. Do the whole blind healing thing. I haven't said who the blind person is, but come on, do the whole blind healing thing. Just like, with the magic ring, just like put his hand over the person's eyes, you see the ring shine, and the person sees again. Come on, at least do that. Sadly, they don't, which sucks, but again, the game is still pretty fun. I love the final battle. Arden, I think his name was, Arden or whatever the fudge his name is, He's pretty epic, and the main bad guy and everything, there's a point where you see the main bad guy reveals himself to everyone, and, like, at one point you talk to, like, one of the gods, right? I don't know what god he is. His name is Baphomet, I believe his name was, but I just call him, like, the god of swords, because he has crap ton of swords, but, his wings are swords, god dang it. Gosh dang it, but, when you're talking to him, like, he talks about, like, the evil one, your main bad guy. And when you see the bad guy, like, walking through the rain, he turns around, and you see his eyes are black with, like, I think red in the middle, but then you see, like, blood coming down his eyes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks awesome. Like, that imagery, yep, he's the bad guy. But the game is extremely fun. For, like, the DLC puzzle slots, like, insert DLC here. The game is still incredibly fun. The story is really good, and feeling for these characters is still awesome. I wish there was some more quieter moments with Ignis and Gladius, like there was with Prompto. Maybe there is, like, at certain stops, you just have to stop at them to, like, unlock those cutscenes. But I wish there was a little bit more like that, especially with Gladio, because one, I love Gladio right off the back. He kind of reminded me of my brother, and Gladio was like one of my favorites for like the beginning, and then he kind of started getting a little a-holy towards the end a little bit with Ignis after Ignis's accident. But like I don't know, fudge me. But Gladio, I kind of started hating him a bit, but it kind of turned itself around towards the end. The ending is pretty good. The ending is pretty awesome though. Like ending world is pretty good too. Again, the ring is epic. I'm about to go get like the flying. Spoilers for that. You can get the Regalia can fly. I'm about to go get that mission because it's something you can get after the game's over, after you finish the main story. But yeah, and also I found the mountain turtle. Oh my lord, that sucker is huge. I went up to its head, hit it once, fell, got hurt badly. Summoned a god. The god hit it, knocked its health down. That much! And I'm just like, no, not even that much, like this much. I'm like, oh, fudge me, I gotta run. And the mission was to run away from it, so. But yeah, apparently the dude fought that sucker at like level 60. I'm at level 61, or maybe level 69. I'm not sure what level he was at. And he beat it after playing for after an hour. I'm like, gosh dang it, I'm probably going to try to fight that turtle till I'm like level 99. And honestly, this game, I'll say, because Kingdom Hearts, usually when I beat the game itself, unless like it was like the Radiant Garden mission or whatever, just so I can get the name Radiant Garden, or like do some of the Disney levels. I never really played, like, kept leveling myself up or playing more or, like, go fight Sephiroth or whatever. Because it was like, okay, I'm just going to go fight Sephiroth, and that's kind of really it. That's really the main thing. I don't know, maybe there's other couple missions or, like, doing, like, Hercules Cups. But, like, I'm just like, why really do I keep going? This game, I honestly kind of still want to keep playing. I want to go downstairs and keep playing more of it. Because I want to explore a little bit more. I want to get the flying regalia. And apparently you can get this cloak that lets you defend. It's kind of like apparently OP or something. But, like, basically it makes you dodge everything. And that's something like, oh, fuck, I want that. I want to be able to dodge everything. The game, again, it's super fun. If you haven't gotten it yet, I would definitely say go play it. I have a silver mustache thing. I'm seeing like a shine in the camera. Like, is that turning silver? It is all turning. So I want this all to go silver. But it's really good. Though also, mind you, at the end, at Noctis' quote unquote final form, kind of looking, after you meet that sword god. If you play the game, you kind of know what to talk about. His head looked a little bit bigger than his body, though kind of fixed later when he gets his clothing fixed. But, his new clothing. But yeah, it's kind of looks a little weird. I'm just like, what the heck? But yeah, the game is fun. Definitely go play it. I might give, like, a better review later on. Like something like I write down all the points, like pros and cons of this game. Because there are a lot of things that are good with it, but there are some things that aren't so good. Again, the DLC and all that stuff. Certain characters that just kind of disappear, then they reappear later. Like Core the Immortal, which is a governor, like not governor, a commander, whatever. You barely see him. I could have liked a little more backstory with like some other things. Apparently, there was like a war going on, which one that's freaking awesome. But I felt like there's time travel in this game. Like, why can't we kind of like see that past again? And also another thing, the biggest thing that I think that the game screwed up on a little bit was there was supposed to be the thing about like the bond between the father and the son. And I'm just like, yes, when I heard about that, I'm like, fudge, yes, I want to see that. Sorry, I almost fell. I want to see that like bonding or whatever. But they never really show it, and that kind of sucks. It is the bond between Noctis and his friends, which is that, but it's also the bond between Noctis and his father. That's supposed to be like the regalia is supposed to be the symbol of the father being with you and all this stuff. But I never really felt that. We never got really any flashbacks to it. Like all the times that Noctis dreamed or whatever, we should have saw like some things with King Regis. I don't know. Maybe the movie will fix some of that, but even so, it's still like that's outside of the game, and not everyone will watch the movie, which kind of sucks. And also another giant thing: if you play the Platinum game, there's this little fox character, and you get to name him by the end of the Platinum demo, and they said like he'll meet you in the game. And the only time I ever met her, for me it was her because I named her Fifi after my little dog Fifi. I miss you, Fifi. But Fifi, like I named her Fifi. You only saw her once, and that was like when the game was loading, and they let you like do open combat where you just fight waves or like imps, and that's it. You never see Fifi in the game again. You never really explain like about the little creature. Like, is she a god? Is she like a guardian angel? What the fudge? I don't know. Maybe the movie explains it. Maybe the little animes. I don't know. But fudge me. That sucks so bad. 'Cause I'm like, where is he? I was waiting for him the entire game and never came. But the game. Other than that, the game is fun. I wish they would have said a little bit more with the father and Noctis, especially like maybe Noctis being in like the regalia a little more when he was a kid and everything, because that would have been so much cooler, especially towards the end where, spoiler alerts, the regalia gets blown the fudge up. I'm not sure if that's really a spoiler, because come on, it's a beautiful car and it has some kind of significance to the main character. It's gonna get blown up. But yeah, it's kind of just like, oh, that sucks. Like I'm like even like at the end when he looks at the car and goes, "Thanks, Dad." I'm just like, this scene would be so amazing if I would have gotten a little bit more of their like, showing them kind of together, growing, like seeing Noctis grow with his dad or whatever, but then slowly kind of seeing Noctis kind of resent him a little bit or whatever, which I like. Made him kind of like quote unquote emo-ish toward the beginning of the game. Which, mind you, beginning of the game, he kind of seemed like a spoiled brat a bit. Which, okay, yeah, and then, like, you know, he grows as the game progresses. But, like, especially after his dad dies, yeah, being dark and brooding, that should be what he's kind of feeling, because, you know, his dad is dead. And one dude even makes a joke about it. What the fudge? But, yeah. But either way, the game is fun. Definitely go play it. I might do, like, a better review later on. I'll probably make a list of, like, pros and cons. But, yeah. Tell me what you guys think if you played the game. I thought it was fun. I'm going to go play some more right now and probably go watch the movie, King's Glaive. And thank you also for watching, though. If you enjoy videos that I've done, please link description below. Check out all my other videos, and we will. See you later.